Okay, Brian Wee here, and welcome to day 5 of the Grow Your Horse Business Challenge. Here is where we're going to learn how to write an advertisement. So we've already created a mission for ourselves. We've already reinvented ourselves and made some progress on becoming the best version of ourselves. We've done some work on understanding our client avatar. We've done some work on how we're going to price things and what we're going to offer and ultimately sell to the people that we want to serve to create a vehicle to help them make the transformation that they want to make, or to solve the problem that they need to solve. Today we're going to write the advertisement and put all those things together, and it's kind of a nice way to tie all those things together. So remember to submit everything, get on our calendar. We'll give you a free 1-hour one-on-one that expires today at midnight. So I highly recommend that you do that. You only pay if you get a breakthrough. So you pay 30 days after, and you can cancel anytime during that. If you don't cancel, then our investment is only $125 a month to work with us. So if you do the work and you finish the challenge, you are going to get the results. So now we'll give you a link. There is a link to get into our program. Like I said, it's a 30-day free trial, $125 a month, and it expires today. So, what we're going to cover today quickly is understand your audience. And we do work with other business types. As an example, I'm going to give you what it looks like to write an advertisement for a riding school. But we do work with other horse-related businesses, and the concepts are the same. So to give you just an understanding of an example, we're going to understand a advertisement through the lens of a riding school where the target client avatar is a parent, and the value proposition is that your horseback riding school is going to make their child a better human being. We're going to talk about the client journey, and then we're going to write the ad. So, we did some of this work yesterday where your target audience is, you want to understand their fears and some of their desires. And maybe some of this work with parents is they have a fear that their kid is going to turn out to be a total brat, or a total failure, or that they're not, they're comparing what they're doing for their kid and it's not adding up to what their neighbor is doing with their kid, and they have this fear that they're not being a good parent. Their desire is they want their kid to be successful in life, and they want their kid to reach their full potential, and their kid to thrive, and their kid to be happy, well-adjusted members of society, right? That's starting to get into the mind of a parent, and very, very powerful, very, very powerful motivations here. The client journey, might be that you just want someone to take an intro lesson, right? We talked a little bit about that yesterday of just creating a series of micro commitments for your clients so that it's just a very smooth journey to work with you. And I highlighted this because this is really what you want to focus on in your business, is just getting a lot of people to come in and hear. And the rest oftentimes will take care of itself if we can just get enough leads and just get people here. And that's what advertising is all about. Obviously, we can get you that click and we can get you that lead. What happens after the click is the most important part of a business. But oftentimes what's missing is this part, and that's what I want you to focus on today. So here's an ad that I wrote for you, and there's 3 components of a good ad in my opinion. Well, really 4. There's the hook, which is designed to stop the scroll. There's the value proposition, and then there's the offer, and then there's the media, right? You usually have an image or a video attached to a paid Facebook ad. So the hook, I like to either use a question, have you ever considered getting involved with horses? Or just asterisks and be like, attention parents. The value proposition could be, did you know that horseback riding lessons can help children develop more self-confidence, empathy, and perseverance so that they can learn how to overcome challenges and deal with all the bumps and valleys that life throws their way? Okay, so now you've just put an enormous value to your program. You're not saying, book a horseback riding lessons, it's $50. You're saying, book a horseback riding lesson, it will make your kid become the best version of themselves and make you a better parent, and is the difference between your kid being a complete miserable failure and your kid thriving and being a successful, productive member of society, right? That's kind of what we're saying. So you can see that's very powerful. It's even better if you actually deliver that, right, in your program. The offer is, right now we are offering an intro lesson for only $50, and there are only a few spots available, so please reach out to us soon. Like, you want to make an offer at the end of your ad. You don't want to just say that horseback riding lessons help children develop more confidence. Then you want to end with, we're offering an intro lesson, click below, and we can set something up, right? That there needs to be an offer and a call to action at the end. So those are the three parts of the text you want to picture. And then for the image, I recommend you use real photos, ideally high resolution. Ideally, it's got a face, a horse, a beautiful day, a beautiful background, and ideally a man and a woman. Just get some of these things in here. I've just found through experience, I don't know how the algorithm works, but the more of these elements you get into your ad, the better it does, is what I found. For whatever reason, the algorithm likes all these things, and when you combine them all together, it can be very powerful. And then the last thing I want to tell you is, a lot of people are like, "Oh, Brian, can I show you my ad? What do you think of this?" And I'm always happy to give you my opinion, with the disclaimer that the only thing that matters is, did it get clients, right? So there's been a lot of ads that I've seen where only the advertiser really knows if it was working or not, right? So I'm hesitant to tell somebody, "Oh, that's a terrible ad," but for all I know, that ad is getting that person clients left, right, and center. And so sometimes funny things happen with ads and algorithms. And so the only thing that matters is it working? Like, I had an ad that was working really well for me and getting me a lot of clients. And I had, marketers reaching out to me being like, "Brian, you shouldn't run that image. That's a terrible image." It was me holding a baby next to a horse. And they're like, "That's awful." And I'm like, "Yeah, no, I agree. I probably shouldn't have done that." But it was working, right? So I would never reach out to an advertiser and tell them that's a terrible ad, because I don't know the back end, that it might be working really well, even though it appears to be a bad ad. So just want to give that to you, your true north. A lot of times, run the ad. If we work together, what we'll do is we'll build a campaign with lots of different images and ads, and we'll see which one works. We'll just test it out, and then we'll double down on the ones that are working, and just let the market and the algorithm decide, as opposed to asking your friends or whatever that probably don't even know what's going to work or haven't built a business. So thank you for tuning in. I hope we get a chance to work together. This is the end of the challenge, and we'll get you worksheets to write your own ad if you want to package everything together, and let us polish it and put you out there and get you an ad out into the wild and publish it correctly. We'd love to do that. So thanks again for tuning in. I really appreciate you spending your time with me, and have a great rest of your day.